Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading with messages from my Vision Quest Tarot. So I recently had you guys vote on what deck I would be pulling cards from for this reading, and a lot of you guys, almost half of you, voted for this deck. And I described it as being a deck that helps you get to the root of the issue. So, wow, you guys are really wanting to just get down to it today, aren't you? So let's do it, okay? All you have to do to receive this message is simply choose a crystal or choose a card that you feel drawn to. And this is just a message that wants to find you right now. There's really no agenda here. I haven't seen these cards yet. Anything can happen, anything can come out. I want to remind you to always trust your own intuition and your own inner guidance above all else when receiving any type of advice online or doing an online tarot reading, okay? If for some reason the message doesn't resonate with you, remember that this is a general reading, okay? You can always try to pick another one. Only take what resonates. So you can choose number 1, the raw quartz crystal. Number 2, the still unidentified crystal. So if anybody can identify this, I've had some people give suggestions, but I've looked it up and realized it's not that. So still trying to identify this crystal, number 2. Number 3, the rose quartz. Or number 4, the jasper crystal. So once you've chosen, you can head down below to the comments or to the description where the timestamps are posted, so you can just click on it and be instantly forwarded to your part in the reading. And I will see you soon. So for those of you guys who choose number 1, let's go ahead and get your message. And you are getting the Mother of Water. Wow. So this card symbolizes your clairvoyance and your feminine aspects. This is a message of emotions, intuition, femininity, harmony. So this card represents the natural powers of your feminine aspects. This card is urging you to pay more attention to the subtle energies and the subtle sides of you. So it's very possible that you've been receiving messages, perhaps through your dreams or even through your feelings. You might sense that something is off, something doesn't feel right. I think it's really important to listen to our emotions. Sometimes emotions are just emotions and they flow through us, and it's important not to get too attached to your emotions and to balance yourself. But sometimes messages come to us through our emotions. So it's a delicate balance of not being too attached and realizing we can make choices on how we want to feel, but also realizing if you're getting repeated emotions and repeated energies coming at you, then it's a vibe, it's a vibe that's coming to you for exploration, for healing. It could even be a message of something you need to take action on or something you need to heal. For instance, I was feeling a little emotional and out of whack a couple days ago for about 2 solid days. And I was like, okay, I'm not starting my period. I've been eating healthy. I've been, really happy with my workflow. What's going on? And just something kept feeling off. And so I just laid down. I put my hand on my heart, took some deep breaths, and I just tapped into the emotion. I just felt the feeling for a little bit. And I just asked myself, what do I need to do? What are my emotions and my energies trying to tell me right now? And I got this vision of trees and plants and animals and butterflies, and I got this feeling that I need to go outside. I need to go outside. I'm sitting here in the country and I have a beautiful front yard, but I've been so stuck in my house lately because of the lockdown and because of, usually when I go outside, I like to go to the beach or I like to go to the park. but I wasn't realizing I have an opportunity to go out in the yard around my house, or to maybe go on the little trail that's behind my house, and I've just been avoiding it. So I listened to myself, not the next day because I was still kind of busy, but the day after I was like, okay, this morning I'm going to clear a couple hours. I'm going to go outside. I'm going to put a blanket down. I'm going to play some music, and I'm going to paint. And wow, I'm feeling so much better ever since then. Like, I felt a huge healing, a huge clearing. It's crazy. It's amazing how like something just felt off emotionally. My emotions were trying to speak to me, and I just needed some balance. So I want to ask you here with this card, what are your emotions trying to tell you right now? Sometimes we just don't know how to process our emotions or how to tap into them. So one way is the way I told you guys, where you can just lay down, put your hand on your heart or your stomach or the area of your body you feel the energy coming from, because sometimes emotions or energies attach themselves to certain areas of your bodies. Take some deep breaths and ask yourself, like, what needs to be revealed? Talk to your body, talk to your emotional energy, talk to your higher self, and then just wait. And if nothing comes up, maybe it's like you just needed to lay down. Or maybe you'll receive kind of a vision or a message. You know yourself better than anyone else. You know yourself. Something I want to teach you guys here on this channel is how to tap into yourself to get your own messages, or how to read the tarot to get your own messages. Sometimes when we're feeling out of whack, it's nice to get a reading from someone else, or it's nice to speak to a therapist or a friend and get some input, but we are our own best natural guides. Our body, our energies, our emotions, and that's what emotions are. Emotions, that's energy in motion. Those are what emotions are. It's an energy. And so don't ignore these subtle energies inside of yourself. And learn how to value these powers that you have, because that's what it is. It's a power that we all have. It doesn't matter if you're man, woman, or you're non-binary. We all have these. I feel like in this society, our tougher masculine qualities like logic and reasoning are so highly valued that we've cut out the intuitive, natural sides of ourselves, emotional sides of ourselves so much. And so sometimes we are afraid to approach this side of ourselves or to understand it. We tend to ignore it and push it down, and we try to apply logic and reasoning to our problems, which is good, but it's all about balance, you guys. Rainbow harmony, balance, and peace. So we've got to remember to listen to our intuition and to touch bases with it. Another way you can tap into your intuition is through writing. Some people have a hard time just meditating or lying down and talking to their body. Sometimes writing can be a great way to write down how you feel without judging. I find sometimes that when I write things down, I'm really afraid to write down my bitter, angry, or sad emotions. I tend to want to reframe things in a more positive light. I tend to want to ignore that side of myself. But sometimes it's so empowering to just be like, I'm angry, and that's okay. Sometimes the way we were raised, our parents didn't let us be angry. They punished us for it, or it was taught that we weren't allowed to express that. And sometimes even in school or just at work, like, we're taught these emotions are acceptable and these emotions aren't. And so we like hide those emotions from ourselves, but processing these emotions in healthy ways helps us to not bottle things up so we go out and cause chaos or hurt other people or self-destruct. So getting in touch with your emotions, that's what this card is all about, okay? This is going to help you feel more secure and help you to find more serenity. If you've been searching for security lately and you can't create it and you can't come up with an idea, you have to remember that security comes from inside, and being in touch with your emotions helps you to find that sense of stability and security. So the overall message with this card is that there's some type of situation in your life that does demand your intuitive insight. So to deal with this situation effectively, you need to rely on your feminine qualities, okay, which everyone has. By trusting in your intuition, you're going to not only understand yourself more thoroughly, but you'll understand everything else that is connected to the situation. So what's going to be revealed to you is a whole new perspective on things, and this viewpoint is going to help you to make the right decisions to move forward. Something I like to remind myself of is that when it comes to making decisions or moving forward with something, we need to listen to our hearts, but then use our logic and reasoning to move forward. The heart tells us what to do, the mind helps us to take action on it. So beautiful. It's all about harmonizing, marrying these energies together. I'm really interested to see if this card did resonate with you. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 2, let's see what your card is. So you're getting the 8 of Water, stagnation. So this card is all about feeling as if there's blockages around you. Things have come to a standstill. So the message of this card is that you might be feeling right now like nothing is working. If there's energy inside of you that is being blocked by tension, or maybe by feeling like stifled, or sadness, heaviness, feelings of oppression. So I can't ignore the fact, even though this is a timeless reading, that at the time of me recording this, a lot of people are experiencing the peak of the global pandemic, and people are in lockdown. Some people have suffered from this. Everyone has suffered from this in different ways. And so I just want you to know it's very normal to be feeling this way during this time. Maybe this isn't the message you were expecting to hear, but I think that your spirit guides or the universe or your higher self wants to level with you right now and wants to tell you, like, we see you, we know how hard this is on you, and it's not your fault. This is a normal reaction to abnormal events. But the reality is that your energy is being blocked in some ways. So the message for you here is to remind you that resistance makes stronger. This is a concept that I learned through studying the tarot and on my own spiritual journey that has taught me so much. I am like radically all about welcoming whatever wants to come in my life, because sometimes things happen that are just crazy and that are out of control. My personal mantra is there's gotta be something in this for me. There's gotta be something in this for me. I'm telling a story again, you guys. I've told it so many times on the channel, but every time I think about this whole resistance makes stronger thing, I always think about that time that my husband got in a car accident, and because he was a driver, he lost his job and we weren't able to pay rent, and we had to like move back to the suburbs. We had worked so hard to like move to the city from the suburbs and like pursue our dreams. So we had to start all over, and it was so frustrating. Like everything was falling apart. My pet bird died, which I was really sad about the same week. And all of a sudden our life just turned upside down. So we had a decision. Do we want to stay in the city? Do we want to keep struggling? Or do we just want to follow the flow? Because the energy really just seems to be pushing us out of this place and away from here. We kind of wanted to move anyways because we were really stressed out. So we left. We got new jobs, new situation. And because of that, we were able to save up and like get our businesses going so that we could travel and live a completely new dream lifestyle, which I've been living now for years. But I still look back on that and remember how hard it was, how out of control I felt, how scared I was, how my stability was shaken to the core. And I really wanted to resist it. I was trying not to move. I was trying to find ways to like patch everything together to keep it all from falling apart. And there was just no solutions that were coming up. And then I just basically had to let everything fall. I had to let everything crumble. I had to let everything fall. It's kind of like the Tower card in the tarot, which is basically what this is. It's about everything crumbling, everything falling apart, and like letting it happen, not resisting it and just saying, okay, universe, you're crazy, but I'm going to trust and I'm going to follow. I'm going to flow. I'm going to turn this into something that works for me. I'm going to transmute this energy, and I'm not going to let it get the best of me. There's got to be something in this for me. So it's a duality of holding that kind of energy, putting that energy forth, but also allowing yourself to be very sad and upset at the reality of the situation. So for me, I cried a lot. I was angry a lot. I was frustrated. I was sad my bird died. I was frustrated that everything I had worked so hard for all of a sudden happened. I was kind of mad at God or mad at the universe or whatever, mad at myself. I was just upset that it just fell out of my control. And so if you're feeling that kind of way about your situation right now, just like mad at it, frustrated, confused, feeling like that there's no help or no hope for you, feeling mad at the government or mad at the system or fuck the man or whatever, it's kind of a message of that's okay, feel that way. But slowly but surely, you will have to get out of this energy in order to work forward. This sucks. You've been dealt a really crappy card here, but it's still up to you to turn this into something that's going to serve you. You always have that power. You always have that control over everything. So this is telling you you got to pay attention right now to the pressure that is on you. And know that if you keep pressuring yourself, the pressures in your outer life will intensify. So all that's left to be done here is to just sit quietly and let this energy not soften within you. You might need to take your mind off of solving problems right now here for a minute and do something fun. You might feel like, oh, I don't deserve to do something fun right now until this problem is solved, but take this opportunity to sleep, to eat well, to paint, to go outside, to meditate, to watch a funny YouTube video, to just get your mind off of things, because it's like you need to come to a place of balance as best as you can. And from that place of balance, you can have a new perception and a new mindset that will help you to take the steps that you do need to take to turn this into something that works for you. Okay, I'm also seeing messages about moving your body. This energy has come up blocked, and so yoga, kundalini yoga, it can be very gentle stretching or gentle dancing or even hardcore exercise, depending on how your body wants to do it. Your body needs to move, your body needs to clear, this energy needs to be worked through you. And then your vital forces can begin to flow very quickly again. So beautiful. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, let's see what card we're getting for you today. What is your message? And you're getting the Mother of Fire. You know what's funny is I've been pulling this card a lot in people's personal readings lately. So your message here is all about trusting yourself, okay? You are at a place in your life where you are growing to a new level of maturity, okay? And it doesn't matter how old you are. Maybe you're way older or you're younger. But we all grow into different states of spiritual, energetic, emotional maturity throughout our lives. So you're going through a transformation process. This is really a don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle kind of card. It's reminding you Rome wasn't built in a day. This transformation you're going through is not going to happen overnight, but you have changed a lot on the inside lately. So what's going to happen is your outer reality will shift to reflect that. And I'm pulling my Wildwood deck into this because this is a concept I really want to share with you guys. As within, so without. As above, so below. How fascinating is it that the top of the tree, the canopy of the tree, looks very similar to the roots of the tree. It's like this duality, reflected type of energy. It illustrates the concept that when we change on the inside, on the outside, our outer reality will shift to mirror that. But oftentimes that shift just happens to us. So this is a card telling you that you have gained strength on this journey and you're ready to take your rightful place in life. You're getting prepared to step forward in a way that you have never stepped forward before. This is about taking authority and taking responsibility in your life. This is about not waiting for life to just happen to you. This is about making a conscious choice about what you want to have happen in your life. I think sometimes in the spiritual community, just from all the information, all the videos, all the readings, all the things that are out there, we get this impression, or it's easy to get this impression that in order to manifest, in order to make things happen, that we have to wait for our destiny, or that we have to just allow things to happen to us. And it's all about balance, of course. You guys know I'm about that rainbow harmony, balance and peace, but I'm more about shaping and creating destiny, consciously choosing what you want to create and taking the action to make that happen. So this card is all about telling you you're ready to take action. You've grown a lot of faith in yourself and in your path. You have gotten to a place where everything is becoming more clear to you. You've had a lot of personal development that has yielded a lot of rewards in many areas of your life. So you're getting ready to step forward and to inspire other people. The work that you're going to be doing, the action you're going to be taking is not only going to provide a way for you to fulfill your destiny, but it's going to motivate and inspire the people around you as well. So this journey to you is very personal. It might even appear very subtle, but it's going to have huge implications on the way that you relate to life and the way that people around you see you relating to life, that inspires them to try something new or to try something different. So you're being asked to create something new. This is the horse here, all about pursuing freedom, all about choosing a path for you that feels natural. Because if we don't choose, sometimes the path is chosen for us. If we don't choose, then contrast and life just happens. And this universe is beautiful and there's blessings here, but if you have something specific in mind, if you have goals and potentials inside of you want to see fulfilled, then you have to make a clear choice and get out there and work to create it. So this card has a lot to do with work. This has a lot to do with conscious choice and also taking continuous action and on staying consistent. So I feel like you're ready. You're ready. You're going to be making a big impact in this world and you're ready. I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and I'll see you next time. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 4, let's go ahead and get your message. So you're getting the card 5 of Water, which is all about loss. So this is about a meltdown. At this point in life, you might be feeling a strong sense of disillusionment. Okay? You're in the process of leaving the old, so everything feels a bit unstable. You might even be experiencing some pain right now. So this card is all about the veils of ignorance being lifted. An illusion that you have created in your mind is now falling apart and is now losing its purpose. Your mind wants to find another perception, a perception that's more harmonious, that's more helpful, that's more balanced, that will help you to see possibility moving forward. Just an example from my personal life, the energy from this card reminds me of back in the day when I used to have this job working as a swim teacher, and I worked as a lifeguard. And my life pretty much was just about, like, I went to school a little bit, I had this day job, but I really had a lot of different dreams and fantasies and goals and ideas. I was coming to terms with the fact that I was a really creative person. However, I felt really trapped in my situation. So the illusion that I was clinging to was that this is all I'm good for. This is the only path for me. Because of this learning disability, I can't make it through college and I can't have the life kind of everyone else has. I am poor and I'll probably always be poor, and I can't have this, I can't have that. I can't leave this job because I don't know how else I provide for myself. I can't do this because of that, and because of this, I can't do that. Like, I had all these like subconscious negative programmings telling me that I had to stay where I was, that growth, happiness, and fulfillment was impossible for me. So that was my illusion I was clinging to, because in a way it kept me safe, it kept me secure, but it also kept me stuck. So sometimes certain perceptions we have or certain choices we've made are good for us for a certain time in our life, but then they outgrow their purpose. So it could be clear to you right now that there's certain choices you've made or certain habits you have or certain beliefs you had that were there to help keep you safe or were just part of what you inherited growing up, but now you're realizing this no longer serves me. So sometimes it's our choice to let go of these things, and then other times the universe pulls the rug out from underneath us and it's just taken from us and it's gone. And we're left feeling like vulnerable. We're left feeling like totally screwed over. But what really is happening is we're away and a space is being prepared for us to grow to a higher level, or something that we've manifested wants to come to us and space is being made for that. So this is telling you it's time to be brave. This is the beginning of a huge liberation period in your life. A huge period of liberation is now going to follow. The message is telling you if you really don't want to, you don't have to suffer. What's going on right now is just a helpful wake-up call, so you're being urged to embrace it and maybe even to celebrate it, even if it doesn't make sense. So this situation in your life has changed without warning. The message is that it's kind of useless right now to fight against this energy or to resist it, okay? It's useless because this is just gonna keep happening. So the message is whatever you lose now never really truly belonged to you to begin with. Everything in life is a gift. This is a very painful insight, but it's bringing you a new kind of stability and a greater clarity about your true feelings. I love the quote from Fight Club. If you guys read the book or seen the movie Fight Club, it's only after you lose everything that you're free to do anything. So this might be a rock bottom for you, but when you hit rock bottom, there's no place to go but up. Sometimes having that fresh canvas, that blank slate, allows you to take a risk you would have never taken before, allows you to open to a new possibility that you never would have seen. So this is just a message to flow with it. You see all of these broken dishes here, all of this water pouring out, but you haven't lost everything. No one can take away your soul. No one can take away your spirit. No one can take away your creativity. No one can take away your ideas. Sometimes life strips everything away from you only so that you can learn to see the true beauty and gifts that lie within you, and the fact that everything here is a gift. Everything in life is a gift. Everything's always growing. Everything's always changing. Nothing lasts forever. And that's sad, and it's a bittersweet realization, but it also frees you if you ever feel stuck, that you can always create something new. So there's really nothing for you to do at this time other than to just maybe mourn the loss of whatever's passing, or to just release it with tenderness and love for yourself and consciousness in this process. Okay, so this might be a little bit of a meltdown here for you, but the breakdown comes before the breakthrough. You're going to have a big breakthrough. You're going to rebuild in a way that you've never built before. This here is a symbol of like the waning moon. It's a time of rest. It's a time of relaxation. It's a time of restructuring. And you're going to come up with a new plan that's going to excite you, that's going to bring a new burst of energy in your life, and you will have a new harvest again. You will love again. You will work again. You will thrive again. You will grow again. Allow what needs to crumble right now, and you will have the space and a new foundation to build upon. And you will build better and stronger than you ever did. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support and for coming to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.